there are only two parts. First one is how the market fails. Second is about government intervention. Okay? That's why I say we are spending more time on how the market fails as well as the part on government policies, right? So how the market fails, okay? They can actually ask you the same thing in 3 different ways. Why are they doing the same thing in 3 different ways? It's because exam questions, they don't want it to be too predictable, okay? So what are the 3 different ways, right? First, they can rephrase the question. Second, they can repackage the question. Third one, they can outsource. Okay? So what do I mean by rephrase, repackage, and outsource? First, it helps to know that how the market fails tends to be a part A question. It tends to be part A, okay, which means it tends to be explained in nature. Okay. Whereas when they ask you about government intervention, it tends to be part B. It tends to be discussed in nature. Okay. Okay. When I say they rephrase, okay, rephrase means they want to ask you why is there market failure, right? So if they ask you why the market fails, let's say in the case of smoking, that is the clearest possible question type. Very clear. Okay? But sometimes they can make it a little bit more obscure. They may ask you why efficiency is lost in the market for cigarettes. Okay? And I'm going to tell you the 2 questions require exactly the same answer. There is no difference at all. Exactly the same. They can even ask you why the government needs to intervene in the market for cigarettes. And the last one, they often successfully throw the students off the right course. In a sense, when they ask why you need to intervene, students will talk about how to intervene. That's totally out. Why you need to intervene, you don't talk about ways to intervene. It is also asking why the market fails. How come? Okay, so why is this the case? How come the same question can take 3 different forms? You need to know that examiners are on this constant journey to stay ahead of students, to make the test question come across as a surprise. Okay, but there are some tools they employ. The first tool, all right, is that they will look at the definition of a concept. You all remember how to define market failure? The notes may be slightly different, okay, but they should end up saying it's a case where an unregulated market fails to allocate resources efficiently. Therefore, social welfare is not maximized. Okay? So the unregulated market fails to allocate resources efficiently. Social welfare is not maximized. Another name for social welfare not maximized is dead weight loss results. Okay? Imagine you are the teacher. Last year you set a question on why the market fails in the case of smoking. This year you are setting a similar question, but you don't want students to say, hey, you just copied from last year, same, I can predict already. So what do? You look at the definition. Oh, Market failure occurs in an unregulated market. Unregulated means no government, right? So why not, I ask them, why you need government intervention is the same as why the market without government is not doing its job properly. In other words, why you need to intervene is the same as why without intervention it fails. They put this out. It looks like a separate question. It's actually part of the definition. Make sense? Efficiency inspired this one. Which means I've not seen this yet, but if they ask you why is social welfare not maximized in the market for cigarettes, it's the same thing here.